Hello friends, welcome to Annam Brahmam channel. Today's recipe is Kerala Puttu, which is a popular steamed rice cake recipe from Kerala cuisine. It is a heavy breakfast and the combination with kadla curry is awesome. We also can have puttu sprinkled with some sugar and banana at times. Without a puttu vessel, it can be easily made in an idli pan also. Before I begin my video, would like to surrender my deep gratitude to my Guru, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, who is the embodiment of Paramashiva himself. Let's see the ingredients required to prepare the puttu. I have taken 200 grams of rice flour, 150 grams of fresh grated coconut, 300 to 400 ml of boiled water, and salt to taste. Let us see how to prepare it. Add the rice flour to a vessel. Add little hot water over the rice flour. Stir it with the spoon before adding remaining water. Till all the flour is moistened. Now use your hands to stir with a very light and swift actions of the fingers. Let the finger actions be very gentle and soft. After adding some water and grumbling, add the salt. And mix it. Then and there, add little water to make the flour moisten. Let the finger actions be very gentle and soft. Break all the lumps in the flour. You can see the lumps here and there. So break all the lumps in the flour. How to check the moisture content of the flour, whether it is correct or not? Just take a handful of flour, squeeze it gently and just remove it. Now you see it is in a perfect size, and once you just touch, it should break. Continue to break as many as lumps you see. The reason why we are breaking up the lumps is, if we have big lumps, then the puttu will become little harder. So wherever we see any lumps, and one more technique now I will say, if you want the puttu to be still softer, we are taking a mixie jar and transferring the flour into the mixie jar. This is optional. I want very soft puttu, so I am just doing this. Now just make a single stir only for 2 seconds. Once again. That's all. So transferring it into the same vessel. Use gentle crumbling action of the fingers to break all small lumps and get a feathery light puttu mixture. Now you see, here and there you see very small lumps. That is fine. So now the puttu mixture is ready. One more important note in this, the amount of water you add. You have to add little by little. Otherwise, if you add too much of water, then the puttu texture will not be soft. And the grumbling action of the fingers also matters here. So this is the puttu steamer vessel. We have a bottom base pot and a cylindrical steamer here. First, based on the burner of your stove, adjust and keep it. Here I am using only the small burner because the base of the puttu pot is very less. For boiling, keep the water till the rim of this portion. You can see a circle. Till this rim, keep the water and allow it to boil. On the cylindrical steamer, we are just going to place this perforated disc. Place it inside, and after placing the perforated disc, add freshly grated coconut, 2 tablespoons, and next we have to add the rice flour, some 3 tablespoons. Next, take coconut, add it 2 tablespoons. You can add 1 tablespoon. My steamer is short, so I am adding according to the length of my container. If you have a long steamer, then you can do accordingly. Proportion is, we have to add first coconut, next the rice flour, next coconut, rice flour. This is the way we have to arrange it inside. Then once again we are adding the coconut. I use lots of coconut, so I am adding more. you please add according to your taste. Close it with the lid. After 5 minutes of boiling the water, can you see the steam is coming out of the hole? So this is the right time. We have to place that cylindrical steamer over the pot. Now you see a hole beneath the cylindrical steamer. Keep it over this hole. Yes, that's all. Keep it for 3 to 5 minutes. By then you can get a puttu. Now you see from the holes of the upper lid, the steams are coming out. It means the puttu has completely cooked. It's right time. Switch off the flame. Remove it from the pot. Now you see, nice smell. Actually, I could completely feel the nice aroma coming out. Using a chopstick, the bottom we see that hole. Just gently push it inside. Wow, so yummy. Puttu has come. Now soft, freshy, tasty and healthy puttu is ready. This is a very traditional recipe of Keralites, and for this you can serve with moong. I have cooked the whole moong, and here I have prepared the kadla curry, or we say chana dal curry. This is a perfect combination for this puttu. Please try this recipe and give your valuable comments. Press the bell icon for further notifications. Thank you. Have a blessed day.